First of all, sorry for my English. I'm not a good speaker, but I just want to show you how to make West Ham United champion in the Premier League at the first season of the game in Football Manager 22. Why I decided to record this video? Because I think that it's a big challenge, especially when there are some teams as Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, City, Tottenham, Arsenal, and I think that it was a big challenge, and successfully West Ham, as you see here, is a champion at the first season. If you are really interested how to make that, now I'm gonna show you some tips. There is no any cheat here to be the champion or to play this game, because I don't like cheats, but some only tips, and now I'm gonna show you. Okay, this is our tactics. Vertical tiki-taka. Normally vertical tiki-taka is a default version in this game. Like this. This is the default vertical tiki-taka in our games. But now I'm gonna show you the some difference in my game. Okay, now first, sweeper keepers. Our sweeper keepers in my tactics as an attacker sweeper keeper, but when there's a default, just a support sweeper keeper. And the question why? Because in the default tactics, defensive line look like as a higher, but this is my tactics, defensive line much higher. That's the reason that I choose attacking sweeper keeper. The next one is deep lying playmaker. As you see that here, supported deep lying playmaker, but here as you see that defensive. The reason here it's very easy, because I play positive football, but here this is the balanced. And the second reason, as you see that tempo lower, passing directness shorter, but in my tactics tempo higher, because this is a Premier League, and I think that most of teams should play like this with higher tempo, and passing directness is slightly shorter. And another difference here, as you see that very narrow, in my tactics fairly narrow. So Mezzela supports box-to-box midfielder, box-to-box midfielder support, attacking midfielders in my tactics, just attacking. Okay, and now I'm gonna show the lineup which I used most of the match in the games. Fabianski, Molina, Zuma, Cresswell, and Metham. Deploying defending Mark Noble, Thomas Soucek, McGinn, Lanzini, false 9, Vlasic, Michael Antonio. And this is the lineup. Okay, intensity, most of the match that I used. Tackling, it depends on the match that I should have to play, but most of the matches, as I show you here, fairly narrow, play out defense, always from the middle, underlap right, underlap left, work ball into box, be more expressive, tempo higher, slightly shorter, counter press, counter attack, distribute, take short kicks, much higher defensive line, higher. Each match use tighter marking, much more often press. As I told you here, I made it higher. Higher, slightly shorter, fairly narrow. I hope everything here understandable about the tactics. This is the custom vertical tiki-taka. Diamond narrow. Difference here, deploying playmaker is defending, attacking midfielder attacking, and super keeper is attacking here. And transferred that I made. Before that, I want to also show the second 11 that I use. Amin Guri as a complete forward, Gelhardt as a false 9, Pablo Fornals as an attacking midfielder, Alex Kral as a box-to-box midfielder, Tyler Morton as a Mezzala, Diallo as a deep line playmaker, Ryan Fredericks as a wingback, right wingback. Carlos Clark as a left wingback. Issa Diop as a central defender. Vegas is a ball-playing defender, and Areola is a super keeper. In my each games in Football Manager 22, I always use one tactics, only one tactics, and for each position 2 players, as you see here, because it's a long road. Minimum in the league 38 matches, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Euro Cup, maybe more than 50 matches, and that's why I always use 22 players in some rotations. Also, rotation is a key here if you want to be a champion in any league, because you should make the players happy or keep happy. Also, their conditions sometimes not so very good. Finance, sorry for my PC, it works very slow. Because the processor is very old version. This is the next transfer budgets. And now transfers history. Ibrahima Diallo, maybe it's a slightly expensive player. I advise you to find any player which is not so expensive instead of Ibrahima Diallo. Ezri Konza, to be honest, I wasn't pleased with his performance in this game. McGinn, he played very well during the season. Amin Guri, also good player, but not a worldwide star yet. Nahuel Molina, if we add some attributes, his style of game, like gets forward whenever possible and huge line, then he will be better than before. You should add these attributes, gets forward and huge line. And January I bought this ball playing defender Sebastian Vegas. And another question, how I made this money to buy these players. It was very easy. If you sell the Declan Rice to Newcastle for this money, and Jarrod Bowen and Ben Rahma and Ben Johnson, so it will be easy to buy some good players. Maybe you can use this money for another players, but the first thing that you should do after the starting game, try to offer the Declan Rice the other teams and then accepting for this money, and then you can build your team up. Staff also is the key in this game. The quality more than average in Premier Division. Maybe you can ask me why this is very averagely. It's because of the vision of the clubs and the wages for the trainers. Tactics. Okay, to sum up, after the starting game, we are selling the Declan Rice and we are starting to build the team up again. Maybe you can choose another better player instead of Ibrahima Diallo. Maybe you can choose another better player instead of Ezri Konsa. Maybe you can find any better right wing back instead of Molina. But with this shape and with these tactics and with the right directions during the match, such as for example motivate players or telling them that you are not pleased how they performed, but right tactics, right players, right directions, right speakings with player, oftenly making some rotations, keeping them happy, pleased. I think that you can do the same what I did here. Another thing that I can tell you, trainings coach, as you see here, dynamics, sorry for my PC again, it works very slowly, especially when I'm making record. Okay, these are the results, how I start the season. First match, first friendly match, friendly, and then Premier League. Against Arsenal we lost the match, against Liverpool, but as you see here, away, Manchester United, away, as you see here, we lost against Arsenal when we play away, we lost against Liverpool when we play away and we lost. Manchester United when we play away. And during the whole season I use this tactics: flexible, attackers, forwards, false nine, attackers, and attackers. Captains. I have never touched the set piece takers as default state as a default. And sorry for my English again. But I can tell you more. I have never used any cheats, only tips that I taught myself. We lost only 3 times. All 3 matches away. It means that we have never lost at home in a match. During the game, Liverpool was a tough team for my challenging. Okay, I'm telling you again, right tactics, right rotations, right coaches, right physio, scientists, right speakings with players, right rotations, only one tactics. When player needed have a rest, leave them some resting at home for a week or for 2 weeks. And then West Ham, first time champion, Premier Division, his own history. Yes, it's a game, but it was fantastic for me. Okay guys, now all I can say that if I do, I just want to make another champion. It means that European Champions League, because we will play there. If I reach that position, I will make another video to explain. I hope this video was useful and helpful for you and for everybody. Have a good day. Good luck.